Welcome again to this session, and now we are moving forward to do multiplication and division of fractions. But this part we must separate them to do multiplication first and then division later. So we are starting with multiplication. And there's this thing you have to know, that to multiply fractions, we will first simplify where possible. Simplify only where possible. Not simplify even if it is not possible, but when it is possible, we simplify first. Simplify where possible first, then multiply. Or let me say, find product, then find product of numerator and the denominator. Separately. We first simplify where possible. After simplifying, then we find product of numerator and denominator, but we find them separately. So that after we found the product is when we now combine them as a fraction. We do it this way, work out 3 over 4 by 5 over 6. This is our first example. Work out 3 over 4 times 5 over 6. We can see that 3 and 6 can be divided. Let us use 3 as the divisor so that we have 1. There the answer is 2. So we've simplified where possible. It is only 3 and 6 we can simplify. Now we are finding product of the numerator. That is 5 times 1. Let me maintain the order. 1 times 5. 1 times 5, that is the numerator. Then the denominator will be 4 times 2. So 1 times 5 is 5, and 4 times 2 is 8. From this, 3 over 4 times 5 over 6, our answer is 5 over 8. The next one, we will have, that is example 2 now. We have 5 over 4. Sorry, it is 1 1/4 times 3 1/2. 1 1/4 times 3 1/2. In this case, whatever we are going to do first is conversion, and we convert to improper fraction. After converting it into improper fraction, we simplify where possible, then find product of the numerator and denominator separately. So when we convert, we will have 5 over 4 times, that one will be 7 over 2. 7 over 2. We have 5 over 4 times 7 over 2. In this case, there isn't where we are going to simplify. So we will just move on to find the product of the numerator and denominator separately. We will have 5 times 7 over 4 times 2. The answer we are getting, 5 times 7 is 35, over 4 times 2 is 8. So we have 35 over 8. That one is improper fraction. And I said earlier that when we have this one, our final answer must be a mixed fraction. So 35 over 8 is simplified to 4, which is 32, and 3 over 8. Now this one becomes our final answer. In other cases, you will meet this word of. It simply means multiplication. In the case of it, we can have maybe up here. We can have example 3 now. Work out 5 over 17 of 51 over 60 of a third. So instead of the examiner using the symbol, we say the sign of multiplication, we are now replacing with the word of. This one can also be written as 5 over 17 times, because that is what we said here, 5 over 17 times 51 over 60 times a third. The operation here is multiplication, so we will just move on to simplify where possible. 5 here once, 5 there 12, 17 here once, 17 there 3. We have 17, 3, that is 21. It is 3, then 3, this 3, no, let me rewrite first. We will have 1 over 1 times 3 over 12 times a third. This one and that simplifies, so that our answer we have is 1 over 12. So when you are given of, it simply means multiplication. I'll now move on to do division or fractions. Division of fraction. So in division, to divide a fraction, multiply the dividend by the reciprocal of the divisor. I talked about this when we were doing division in all numbers. We are dividing, yes, but what do? We are multiplying the divisor by the reciprocal. This one is very important, the reciprocal of the divisor. The dividend is multiplied by the reciprocal of the divisor. Some may only see it in examples. That is example 1. We have 5 over 6 divided by a third. A reciprocal, in just a simple term, it is always the reverse, or we can say turning a fraction upside down. When you have 1 over 2 and you want to find the reciprocal, you turn it upside down so that you have 2 over 1. Mathematically, that is what we are going to do. So when we are to divide 5 over 6 by a third, this one is the dividend and this one is the divisor. And I've said we multiply the dividend by the reciprocal of the divisor. So we will have 5 over 6 times 3 over 1, because a third, when you turn it upside down, it is going to give you 3 over 1. And we had seen that in multiplication, we first simplify where possible, is when we find the product of the numerator and denominator separately. So here, 3 can divide both sides, 1s. In 3 divided by 3 is 1, and then 6 divided by 3 is 2. So we'll have 5 over 2 times 1 over 1. This one is the same as 5 over 2. So 5 over 2 is an improper fraction. We go ahead to write a mixed fraction. That will be 2.5. Another example here, example 2 now, we will have 6 whole number divided by a quarter. A quarter is a fraction and we are dividing. And what we do is to multiply the dividend by the reciprocal of the divisor. So we will have 6 times 4 over 1. The answer you are getting is 24. You can try this. That is 3.5 divided by 5 whole number and 2 over 5. 3.5 divided by 2 and 2 over 5. The clue, you will first convert this into improper fraction and this into improper fraction. Then multiply the dividend by the reciprocal of the divisor. Another one you can try is 18 divided by 6 over 5. In this one, it is just direct. You will go ahead and multiply the dividend by the reciprocal of the divisor. We will move forward to do combined operation. And I talked about combined operation in all numbers. Combined operation is a case where the operations that we have done before are now brought in one question. It will have more than one operation. Combined operation. We are doing fractions, yes, but now we want to do combined operation on fractions. That is no longer our title. So, in order for us to do a combined operation, we must obey an order in which the operations should follow each other. And that order is this one. BODMAS. B is for bracket. O is off. Then D is for division. Then M is for multiplication. A is for addition. Then S is for subtraction. What do we see? Subtraction is done last and the bracket is done first. In this bracket, you may find one or two or more operations of this, but they are inside the bracket. So as long as the question has a bracket, you will first do that first. And in that bracket, if we have multiplication, division, then addition, you will come back here. You first divide, but you are dividing whatever is inside the bracket, then you multiply what is inside the bracket still and add. For you to complete the bracket is when you will now come, because you may find these others outside the bracket. But if there is a bracket, always do that bracket first. An example is it is just workout. Workout 1.5 times 7 over 8 divided by 3 over 8. I can decide to rewrite this part as improper fraction so that I have 3 over 2 times 7 over 8 divided by 3 over 8. Now there is no bracket, there is no off. The first operation we are meeting is division. So I'll do this first. And in division, we've said that we multiply the dividend by the reciprocal of the divisor. So I'll have 7 over 8 times, because it is multiplication, the reciprocal is 8 over 3. This and this will cancel, so that I have 7 over 3. Then I rewrite again 3 over 2 times. Whatever I'm getting here is now 7 over 3. I'll multiply 7 over 3. I'll multiply 3 over 2 by 7 over 3. And in multiplication, we simplify where possible. So this one is simplified. So I will have 1 over 2 times 7 over 1. Numerator separately, denominator separately. So I'll go ahead and have 7. 1 times 7 over 2 times 1. This one, as we know, it is improper fraction. So we move down there to write the mixed fraction now. That will be 3, which is 6 and a half. So this operation here, this is the answer. Another example will be simplify 3 over 4 of 1 1/4 divided by 3 and 1 over 8 plus 5 2 over 3, then minus 5 over. This is now what I was talking about. We are having a bracket, yes. In this bracket, we have division and addition. So when we have BODMAS, we have bracket. It is the first thing. And in that bracket, we will still come and obey division, then addition, because that is the order. So we will move on to do this one first. Inside that bracket, we will first do division. We rewrite as improper fraction, whatever we are given there. We have 1 1/4, that will be 5 over 4, divided by, that is 25 over 8. So in this division, we will multiply the dividend by the reciprocal of the divisor. So we will have 5 over 4 times 8 over 25. We simplify where possible. 4 there once, 4 there twice, then 5 there once, 5 there 5 times. So we have 2 over 5. This is the first operation in the bracket. So when we are through with that, we come here. Now we are having 2 over 5. Then we add it to 5 and 2/3. That is 15, 17 over 3. 17 over 3. The LCM, you can guess, you can work it out. It is 15. That is the least common multiple. 5 into 15 3 times. 3 times 2 is 6, plus 3 into 15 5 times. 5 times 17. The answer there is 585. Because that is 35, we write 5, we carry 3, then 5 times 1 plus 3 is 8. So we have 85 plus 6 over 15. That one is going to give us 91 over 15. We can decide to use it this way or go forward to write it into mixed fraction. So when we are through with the bracket, we come and rearrange. We have 3 over 4 of 91 because the whole of bracket is giving us 91 over 15. 91 over 15, then minus 5 over 8. According to this one, this order here, we've done bracket, the answer is there. So we move to of and it is present. This is what we do next. We have 3 over 4 times 91 over 15. Simplify where possible. We are dividing by 3 so that the answer we are having 3 divided by 3, 1, 3, 15 divided by 3. So we'll have 1 times 91 over 4, 4 times 5. That is going to give us 91 over 20. So this first part, when we tackle the operation of, we are getting 91 over 20. There is no division after that, there is no multiplication, there is no addition, so we move to subtraction. So we'll have 91 over 20 minus 5 over 8. The LCM of 20 and 8 will be, that one will be 40. So 20 into 40, 20 into 40, that is twice. 2 times this will give us 192. 182, sorry. Minus, that one is 5 times 5, that one will be 25. That one, when we subtract, we are getting 157 over 40. 157 is simplified to 3 because 3 times 40 is 120. Then whatever is left there will be 37 over 40. That one now becomes our answer. In combined operation, you can also do this at home. Just to gauge yourself if you understand or if there's still a problem. And if you encounter a problem, just go to comment section and we will follow up to help you. 1 over 6 of 2 over 3 divided by 5 over 18 times 5 over 12. When we come next, we will do squares and square roots of fractions. Thank you for now, and please subscribe to our channel for more lessons. Don't miss the next one.